Hi students, welcome to MM Academy. MM Academy is an online teaching platform of MM Group of Schools, Trichy. So we are here to teach you whatever way it is possible to reach you people and to make the concepts clear for all. So we are here. After following this class, as usual, we'll be having an online session also. So we hope all the students will cooperate with us. Okay, so now it's biology class going for you people. The link has already been sent to all of us. Now today we are going to discuss about the chapter Human Health and Disease. Human Health and Diseases. Okay, so there is no human being who is not coming in touch with the diseases. We know that we are also human beings. So this chapter is very interesting for us. Let us see what do we mean by a person to be healthy. Okay, according to WHO, World Health Organization, for a person of being healthy, what does it mean? It is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So a person can be called as healthy who is having a complete physical means physical appearance, all his organs are well, they're active, and mental, it means his mental things, that is the things which are concerned with the brain, human being. So it should be balanced. Mentally also a person should be fit and well social being. So if a person is complete but his social well-being is not good, so he still is not called a healthy person. Okay, so when we see the people, we know that we are always talking about health is wealth. Health is wealth. So if a person is having health, it is a great wealth for him. Okay, when the people are healthy, they are more efficient at work, they can work well. Okay, so that is good, it seems cool. So health increase the longevity of people. What is health increase? It increases the longevity of people. Not only this, but it also reduces the infant. Infant means the small baby below 2 years, we can call it as infant, and adult. Mortality. Okay, so mortality means death rate of people. Okay, so the when we are having the healthy environment, we see that it gives the longevity to the people, so more people, population will increase, which reduces the infant. The result, which is because of the result of infant and adult, in decrease in this infant and adult mortality. So personal hygiene, regular exercise, and balanced diet, we see that three things: personal hygiene, then regular exercise, and balanced diet. These three are very important to maintain the good health. Okay, so as a student we should also maintain these three, then only we can have good studies and we can move forward in our studies. Okay, then let us come to our topic, that what are the common diseases in us. Okay, now let us discuss about what are common diseases which humans in day-to-day life come in contact. So common diseases in human beings. What are the common diseases and what are the causal organisms for that? How does those diseases come to us? What is the way? And which particular organism, whether it is virus, bacteria or fungi, that causes that disease? So when we talk about disease, let us discuss first what is a disease. What does disease mean? It is defined as a disorder. Disease is defined as a disorder or we can say malfunctioning. Malfunction of the mind or body. Disorder, or we can call it malfunction of mind or body. So when there is this state, we call it as a disease. The person has come in contact with a disease. Okay, it involves the morphological, physiological and psychological disturbances. What does it involve? It involves morphological, physiological, morphological, physiological and psychological. Disturbances. When a person is physiologically morphologically, physiologically or psychologically disturbed, so which may be due to the environmental factors. It is not always the bacteria or viruses, or we can call them pathogens. They only create these problems, but we can have different things like environmental factors. We can have there can be an environmental factor, or it can be a pathogen. So environmental factor means which is related to our environment outside the body. Okay, when it is pathogen, we call it as it's a small, or it can be an organism, or then can be one more thing, we can call it as genetic abnormality can also be there. Or there can be, we can call it as lifestyle change. So we see that disease, when there is in a disease, we have morphological, physiological or psychological disturbances. These disturbances can be due to these four factors. It can be an environmental factor. Okay, it can be a pathogen. When we talk about environmental factor, it is related to the environment outside. Okay, pathogen means some causal organism is there, micro. Okay, genetic abnormality means when it is related to the genes, or we call it chromosomes or DNA. Then lifestyle change means when there is some change, a person is not fit because of his lifestyle. Okay, so disease can be broadly grouped in the, we can call now, we have, based on this, we can group the disease into two main ways. Number one is infectious disease, and a disease can be thus non-infectious type. So a disease can be thus, it can be infectious type and it can be non-infectious type. Here infectious type can be only because of the pathogens, and all the three, that is number 1, number 3 and number 4, these are all the diseases which are of what type? Non-infectious type. So let us know, among these we have one more definition for grouping the diseases. The diseases which are transmitted from one person to other person called infectious diseases. Now we have the infectious diseases. Infectious diseases. So these infectious diseases, we call them as communicable diseases. Communicable disease. Okay, communicable diseases are such diseases which are caused because of the organism. So these are caused because of any organism. That organism we call it as pathogen. Okay, the organism which caused the disease is called pathogen. And these pathogens, they can be transmitted or communicated to other persons, from one person to other person. It can be through air, it can be through water, it can be through food also. Yes. Okay, when the pathogen has to reach from one person to other person, or one organism to other organism, it can be due to the food also, it can be, or we can call it as now physical contact. It can be because of the physical contact, or it can be because of some other vector. Okay, we are going to discuss all the diseases which are related to us and which are transmitted through air, water, food, physical contact, or through a vector. Air means it can be through the air, like we have some diseases like corona, okay, COVID-19, this virus, okay, it transmitted mostly from one person to other person through air. Okay, then some diseases like water, some diseases we say like food poisoning and other diseases, they are transmitted through water, and food poisoning also through the food poisoning only. Food poisoning disease, they are transmitted through food poisoning only. Physical contact means like AIDS and other, and some vectors like we have this malaria disease which is transmitted through the vector, that is female anomalies. So we are going to discuss these things in future. Okay, the disease causing agent, pathogen may be, now we talk about the pathogens. These pathogens, so when we talk about a pathogen, what a pathogen can be, it cannot be only a single type of pathogen. We have different types of pathogens. It can be a virus, okay, it can be bacteria, it can be a fungus, it can be fungus, it can be a protozoan, okay, it can be a helminthic parasite, and so on and so forth. So these are the different types of pathogens we have to discuss. Okay, viruses, bacteria, protozoa. But be careful that all viruses, all bacteria, are fungi, are protozoa, and all helminthic, these parasites, they are all or not the pathogens. We cannot call all of these pathogens. There are some specific virus, bacteria, and fungi. and like this protozoa like helminthes and others like some worms which cause disease, which we call as pathogens. All of their family or these species are not coming under this. They cannot be called as pathogens. So these infectious diseases, they are common and they are everywhere. If you see the human diseases, we will try to differentiate them because we came here. What is virus? There are some disease because of virus, because of fungi, because of protozoa, because of helminthic parasites. Now let us discuss one by one. What are the different diseases which are caused by different types of pathogens? For example, let us see it in humans. We can now classify them as okay. Some of the diseases, they can be treated here. Let us see here, which are caused by bacteria. Okay, some are viral diseases. Okay, some are fungal diseases in humans. Okay, some are caused because of some protozoa. And some are called because of them some helminthic parasites. Okay, so we can have a small outlook on what are the different bacterial diseases. Okay, we have to note down these and we have to memorize these. We should not get confused with the bacterial, viral and fungal diseases. There are some separate types of bacteria which cause some separate types. So we are not talking about bacterium which is causing this. We are talking about bacterial diseases. Name of the disease. For example, we have first dysentery, then plague, diphtheria, then cholera, then we can have typhoid, okay, then like this we have pneumonia. Okay, among the viral diseases to which the humans are very prone, we can just discuss them. We have common cold, mumps, measles, then we have viral hepatitis, okay, then we have dengue fever, okay, chikungunya, then chickenpox, and we have many more. Let us conclude here with poliomyelitis. Okay, then among the human fungal diseases, we have here candidiasis, candidiasis and athlete's foot. Okay, these are the common human fungal diseases. Then after this we will see what comes next is the protozoal diseases. We have a list of diseases which are caused because of the protozoan vectors. For example, protozoan parasites, for example, malaria. Okay, malaria, amoebiasis. Then we can have African sleeping sickness. Likewise, we can have Kala Azar. Okay. Then among these, we are going to discuss after which are the different causal organisms for them and how do these diseases affect the human body. Okay, among the helminthic diseases, we have one famous disease called ascariasis. Ascariasis. Then we have filariasis. Ascariasis and filariasis, these are the helminthic diseases caused by the platyhelminthes. Okay, then among the protozoan we talked about malaria, amoebiasis, African sleeping sickness and Kala Azar. Among the fungal diseases we have candidiasis, then athlete's foot. Among the viral diseases we have the common cold, mumps, measles, viral hepatitis and dengue fever, chikungunya, chickenpox, poliomyelitis, and you have few more like we have now here corona. Corona is the name of us. We can that COVID-19 is the name given to that viral strain. Okay, then we have bacterial diseases, that is dysentery, plague, diphtheria, cholera, typhoid and pneumonia. These were the few diseases we discussed here in our future topic. Now let me finish up here that we have everyone among us suffers from such diseases at any time, at some time or the other. So if you see in the world, some among what the full list of these diseases was here, whether it is bacterial, viral, fungal or others. In the world, total world, we can see somebody is suffering here or there. Okay, most of the bacterial diseases, they are curable, but all the viral diseases are not curable. There is no perfect medicine for a viral disease. Viruses are mostly cured by the vaccine, so that also we are going to discuss. Some of the infectious diseases like AIDS, among the viral diseases, it can be fatal but not as fatal as there is corona, COVID-19. Okay, so this was all about the list of diseases. We have some non-infectious diseases which are not transmitted from one body. So non-infectious so it means a person which is infected, a person which is having the disease, it is not able to transmit this disease to a healthy person. Okay, in origin these diseases may be genetic. We can say they can be because of problem in the genes. Okay, they can be genetic. For example, you have cystic fibrosis. Okay, or they can be degenerative. Okay, they can be degenerative. For example, we have common diseases called We know it is very common in among the old people also. Arthritis, heart attack, it can be a stroke, etc. So we have many diseases. Among them, we can say they are not transmitted from one person to. So among the non-communicable or non-infectious diseases, cancer is one of the major studied. Cancer is one of the major studied or greatest disease which is non-infectious disease. This cancer is mostly caused due to some mutation in the genes that we are going to discuss in the future lessons. Okay, in the next chapter we will try, in our next lecture we will try to know about bacterial and viral diseases. But we should know that these bacteria, if we have bacterial, what is bacterial resistance? Actually, bacterial diseases are there till now, lot of discoveries, and we have we are very much equipped with the medicines, and we know about the mechanism of these bacterial diseases. Still, why do these bacterial diseases exist? Okay, this can be a question. As a student, you can ask this question for all of us. Actually, the thing is, we have bacterial resistance. Okay, this bacterial resistance also makes it enables the bacteria to cause again and again infection. Although we are giving the treatment, we are killing the bacteria, but still it exists in the world. This also we are going to see in our next chapter. So with this, today we will just wind up, because our time is also getting over. In the next, I'm now requesting all my students, do not you should not you should not at all miss any of the classes which are going online like this, because online session is very important, because it is unlimited session. Here we don't have any boundary of time, and when we miss such classes also, I don't think we can get other opportunity in this lockdown which can be helpful for us. Okay, so with this I'm going to wind up this session. Okay, so all the best, my students. Thank you.